We love the movie. I love the movie. I found it really refreshing to see this kind of tour de force performance for a woman. You are in pretty much every scene, and most of the cast is full of women. It's a women's story. There's no doubt about that. And I'm curious because recently Russell Crowe made some comments about women getting older in Hollywood. The reason why there aren't enough roles for them is because they want to stay 21-year-old ingenues. I'm curious, like, how do you take those comments? Because you've obviously been able to have a career well beyond being 21 years old, and you've managed to flourish, and you found this project that really speaks to you.
Yeah, well, golly, I did a conference the other morning here at Sundance. People were asking me similar questions, and I said, I think it's because I've always sort of adhered to the broken field stride, which you have to be selective about the material, but you try to do as many different things as you can. And that was sort of natural to me anyway, because I had an act before I had anything else. And so the act is what flourished and made me then eligible to do television specials and different things like that. And then I was fortunate my first movie role was Nashville, so that was Altman. And that was unusual for someone to give me, coming off of Laugh-In, to give me a dramatic role like that. It's not simple, but
yeah.
You know, I've thought of as a character comedian.
So do you think that helps in terms of being able to continue your career and not necessarily always being that ingenue, like for you being funny and having...
Big difference for me than some, but you look at someone like Marianne Cotillard. I mean, she's still young, but I mean, she played Edith Piaf in her first big splash. And some of it's luck, and then some of it is just, I got into admission, and then Paul came to me with this project. So it's just, it's sort of miraculous in terms of your own career and doing things. You don't expect it,
right?
And it comes out of the blue. But I think having diversity is a range of things to be able to do, because I always had an act in my back pocket.
So how did you come about for this, writing and directing? Like what, and was this written with Lily in mind?
Yeah, I had gotten to work with Lily on a film called Admission, where she was playing opposite Tina Fey, playing Tina's mom. And hanging out with Lily, it's so quickly apparent not only how funny she is, but how edgy her mind is. And I really was like, I really want to do a whole film with this, with Lily starring in it, and also this idea of a woman in her 70s, early 70s, who is in a way much more edgy than her granddaughter, and is used to standing up for herself and is impressing upon her granddaughter in the movie, played by Julia Garner, that she has to learn how to say screw you to people.
Right.
I think that in terms of roles for women, one thing that one forgets is there's so many more people in their 60s and 70s now who came up in, they came up in the 60s and 70s, which is more of an era of turmoil and dissent and, in a way, edgy thinking than one has now. The other thing I think about Lily is that she's, in some ways, she's in the same spot. Like, part of her has a huge wealth of experience and knowledge she can impart to Julia's character, but also both of them are broke, both of them don't have a credit card. Julia's has been confiscated. Lily has cut hers up and made a wind chime out of it in the movie, and they need money in the course of the movie. So they're kind of thrown together, and they're both like active participants.
Right.